Hi guys! Sorry, my hair is still wet. I'm not drying my hair because it's actually quite damaging on your hair. But today's topic is actually about self-love and how to be stronger and be more confident in yourself to conquer the world. But the definition of self-love is that you actually respect yourself, that you are confident in yourself and being confident in who you are. And self-love is also actually a little about forgiving yourself what you have done in your life. Forgiving yourself is actually a big step to self-love, because if you can forgive yourself, you can forgive the one you love, because if you love yourself first, then you can love someone else in return. So some people, they think self-love is only about yourself, and in the most part it actually is, but it also has to do with your family, your friends, your partner. If you love yourself enough, you can love the other person in return, and help them to love themselves more, help them to be more confident about themselves, learn them to forgive what they have done, let them know that they are loved and that they have to be proud of who they are. If you can achieve those things, that's actually a good thing, and it's really great, because it's actually a really great power. Not like power like strength or whatever, but it's actually really powerful if you can love yourself. And later on in your journey, when you love yourself enough, you can love someone else and help them if they need to, because everyone deals with their emotions and self-love differently than other people, because we are all unique. If we were all the same, we wouldn't be human. We would be a little alien. I don't know, sometimes I think I'm an alien. But yeah, if we were all the same, then we needed to have the same time to actually forgive ourselves, to love ourselves, to be confident. But some people it takes like a few days, some people it takes like a few weeks, maybe other people a few months, or even a year or years even, to actually love themselves. Because some people have had a rough path like myself, but that's like for the end of the video. But yeah, it depends on how your character actually is. But what I have done when I was like 20 years old, I was in college, I wrote down what I actually liked about me, like positive and negative things. But so what I wrote, for example, about myself is that what I actually love about myself is my quirky face, like this. Some people like my jokes, some people don't, and then they're like nah, okay. What I also, this is like almost 5 years ago, so guys, let me think. I haven't done this every year. I only did it when I had like a serious dip in my self-love and my confidence and my general thing. What I actually also liked about myself is that I actually had clothing that was in color, like red, blue, green, and that's actually it. My colors in my closet are still the same, except this one. This is more colorful, and I mostly have gray, as you can see. Yep, and maybe a little pink, but nah. What I also liked is that I had like only a few really good friends at that time, and I knew when I called them that they would respond. And yeah, and then I asked a few people what they liked about me, and they said, yeah, I like your smile. Wait, what? Sometimes I don't see that about myself, that I have a nice smile. But yeah, that you don't see that. You don't always have like a mirror in front of you when you're smiling. A few friends of mine also said, I really like your legs, they are really long. I'm like, ooh, okay. Ta-da! I really have long legs. I am 1 meter 64, I don't know. I think 164 I am now, but my legs are longer than the normal human, like my arms. But yeah, Then I made a list of my flaws, and in the beginning I really judged myself and I was really hard on myself, but just don't do that because you will bring yourself more down. I just said to myself, these flaws I can learn. For example, now in this time, like 2020, one of my flaws is sometimes, mostly, I don't listen to people that like need me, and I have to learn. I'm still in a learning progress. For example, in the beginning, from my 20s until now, I was really like verbally aggressive to my parents, and like from last year, that's actually been like a big amount of a difference. I'm actually more calm, I am like chill, I'm not shouting, I am like neutral. If they like make me angry, then yeah, then I will be angry. Talk like a human being, talk like an adult. I'm an adult. I'm now at this moment 24. I've changed a couple of 4 years. I'm still learning. Every day is a learning curve, and that's what my dad always said to me. Even if you're not in school, you learn every day, and I have kept that advice. Every day you learn to love yourself even more than the day before. And every day is a growing process. And that's actually good, because if you feel that you're growing in your life, then you will achieve so much more in life, and you will be grateful of who you've become from before and now. If you can see that, that's actually quite good. What I also do now is, for example, take care of myself even more on the outside. It's like if you're feeling good on the outside, you're going to feel good on the inside. Around 8 o'clock in the morning, waking up, wait like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and listen to music or check my YouTube if there's a new video, and then I will eat some breakfast. Then I also will eat some fruit, because fruit makes me happy and I love to eat fruit. After that, like today, I just did my little fitness. Mostly I do a little more than they wrote down, because I want to gain the weight. And then I take a shower, because yeah, you just did an intensive workout and you want to feel fresh. And then what I do is like take care of my skin. Every day I do a body butter and my face cream. I have two, one for the morning and one for in the evening, and also my lip balm, so my lips aren't so dry, because this girl sometimes forget to drink water. And then I will take like nice clothes like today, so I feel confident about myself, and give you the advice that I gave you about self-love. Now I'm going to tell you about my journey, how I came from not loving myself to actually loving myself. Okay guys, where should I start? Well, at the beginning, So I was in college when I was 20 years old, and I was studying occupational therapy because I didn't want to be a physiotherapist, and I was like, I want to help like kids with a mobility problem. I want to help elderly with their mobility problems, and so on. I'm sorry, I am tired. I just ran from down to up. And I had a lot of fun studying occupational therapy. I made a lot of friends, but I also lost them in the process after leaving occupational therapy after 1 year. At that time, I was working as a student in a restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name. It's a bit weird that I would say the name. I've worked there for, I guess, 3 years in the weekends or in the vacations, and it was somewhere in May, so that time will be hard for me, the month May. I have it like 4 years now that I'm actually anxious about the month May. It was weekend. I was working on a Saturday or a Sunday, I don't know, but whatever. I was working and it was late, and my colleagues wanted to go to a pool bar, and we went and we had fun. I didn't drink anything. I think I drank an iced tea at that time. And we went to a bar club, and a lot of things have happened there. And the thing that happened there, I don't even wish my worst enemy to happen. I'm not going to go in a lot of details because it's at moments hard to talk about, and at some points it's not hard to talk about. It's a thing that broke my self-love about myself, and it took me more than a year, I think like 2 years at least, to get myself back up, because I felt disgusted about myself. It was like I didn't have any respect for myself anymore. It was like I disappointed my parents. It was like I disappointed my friends. It was all in my head, and it was hard. I had a really difficult time. I tried to do something to myself in those 2 years. I lost my best friend at that time, and she didn't know. I lost her like for a year, and on the same day that I lost her, like a year later, I wanted to talk to her about why I actually did those things, and then she understood. But it was hard. It's really hard. The thing that happened when I was 20, I was going to be 21 that year. When I was 21 and 10 months, then I went to a person. I don't know how you say it. Is it a shrink? Is it a psychiatrist? I don't know. I went to one of those, and they said I had a trauma of the events, and they said I need to come like a few times a week, twice a week mostly, for the next 2-3 months. It was 2 months and a half, and I had to talk about my feelings and how I felt. And I said, I don't feel human. The only emotion that I had was fear, only tears. I was not smiling. I wasn't angry, except for when they talk about it, like my parents, and I would be like angry. But after a while, I was making progress in my self-love thing. I was doing research to love myself again, to be me again, to be the old lovely. I'm still learning to love myself even more than before, but the thing that actually helped me was my friends helping me to realize that I am much more than how I felt 4 years ago. Talking helps. Talking to yourself helps actually the most in a positive way. Like, for example, what I say to myself before I go to sleep: you're worth more, you are going to be loved, you are even now at this moment loved by your parents, by your brother, by your friends, by everyone that surrounds you. And that gave me the strength to not give up and to get myself up and dig myself out of my grave and to progressively go up, because at that moment I felt like I was only like 10 to 15% okay of loving myself. It took me so much energy to start loving myself more and more and more, and it's good that I actually did those things, because if I didn't, maybe I wasn't here anymore, or I haven't seen these great things that I've done in my life. I'm actually grateful for myself that I didn't give up. I am thankful for the opportunities I have. I am thankful for having arms. I'm thankful for having legs. Some people forget to appreciate the things that you have. I am grateful for everything that I have, and I'm learning to be more grateful about life. Like, now that I love myself so much more, you learn to love other people so they can love themselves even more. Yeah. But the moral of the story is you should never give up and always go further instead of going backwards. That's actually like my tattoos on my arms. I have like two triangles. One is just the outline and one is actually full colors. These are my tattoos, the small ones. They actually like present yin and yang, but not the original drawing. I wanted to have like yin and yang because life is a balance of good and evil. I wanted something different, and the triangle actually means that I have to go forward and don't look at the past, because what I've learned is the past is the past and you cannot learn anything from it because you have learned from it already, and you have to look to the future because those are more exciting things to see because you don't know what's going to come. And when I did the tattoo, that was like, so the thing that happened was 4 years ago, and this tattoo is 3 years ago. So actually in the time that I was still loving myself more. But yeah, I'm actually happy how things are going now. One day I will love someone as equal how I love myself, or help them to love themselves even more than they love themselves at this moment, because I know a few people that are in the progress to love themselves more, to love themselves first before they can go in a relationship or go to family members that they haven't seen in a few years. But the thing is, you don't have to be alone in this. Some people, they want to do it alone, but it's easier to do it alone, but also with people that you love and trust and want to let in, because like I said, I write positive and negative things about myself. But if you ask your friends, family members, or maybe your parents that can talk, like, what do you see in me that you actually like, and then you'll be surprised what other people think about you and how they feel about you. So it's actually good if you have people around you that actually love you and help you with your self-love journey and make you stronger the way you go, and so you can grow faster and so you can bloom like a flower, like on my clothes, and you will feel so much better about yourself. And you will, for example, now with me is when I'm outside, if I'm outside, then I'm putting my nicest clothes and I am saying to myself, I look effing good, I am beautiful, I am gorgeous, and you should think that about yourself as well. But yeah, it's your journey, it's your path to choose how long you want to work on your self-love, how fast you want to go. Be who you are and just think in yourself, who do I want to be in the future? And eventually you will go there in your own time, and more people will start to love you more, and they will appreciate just the way you are. And that's how I have learned to love myself even so much more. But yeah guys, this is how you have to go through self-love and be strong in your own skin, because no one else is going to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And if you're having a hard time, talk to your family, your friends, talk to yourself in the mirror if it have to. It helped me, and yeah, you will grow stronger and be the man, the woman you want to be. So guys, this is my little story time. I guess I have almost spoken like 10-15 minutes, but yeah, this is the self-love video that I made. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this little self-love video and my little story time. Good guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.